we're going to be looking at roughly 30 to 60 Moogle Tomestones per hour with full optimization. Hey guys, and welcome to my Moogle Tomestone optimized farming guide with the goal to get you the best farming method to get the most Moogle Tomestones as fast as possible. Quick side note, I did talk about Heaven on High in a recent video of mine a few weeks ago, and Heaven on High is now the Minimog challenge. Oh shit, they're on to me and my evil plots. Now please add butt sliders, please. First up is that gate activities in the gold saucer loop every 20 minutes and can have extremely substantial rewards for minimal time investment, so I'd absolutely factor them into the loop. Additional benefit of getting MGP. For standard events, there's going to be a few good options here. I'll bring up that the PvP Battlepass does have some very good glamour at rank 25, and if you have not obtained that reward, you absolutely should take advantage of the Moogle Tomestone event and grind the PvP activities, which is all frontline maps and rival wings. An additional perk is that you can use these events to farm experience for jobs. You can, in Frontlines, change to another job inside of the instance, allowing you to triple dip on the rewards here and level jobs that you may particularly hate. Blue Mage is extremely powerful, and I will make a follow-up video on how to farm the spells and not bloat this video with it. But if you do not have it, I highly recommend checking out that video that I'll post. But before you click off commenting that I should rot in hell for recommending Blue Mage, there are options for you that I will mention without Blue Mage. First up, we're going to talk about dungeon recommendations. The first dungeon recommendation that I can make to loop between those 20-minute gate activities is the Aurum Vale. Blue Mage solo videos exist proving that it can be done solo on a Blue Mage in 4 minutes. Now imagine taking 2 other Blue Mages and then a ranged physical DPS that is spamming Peloton to raise the movement speed between pulls. That is somewhere where a non-Blue Mage could fit in. There is a lot of walking in these dungeons. Just ensure that you are actually pressing Peloton if you do take that role. Castrum Meridianum also has proven clears in 4 minutes with Blue Mage teams and yields 4 tomestones per clear. There is objective evidence available of Blue Mage solo clearing it in 4 minutes. No other dungeons will be recommended from me at this time. For example, Sunken Temple of Corn has too many mechanics in it. Now, if this video helped you out at all, I would super incredibly appreciate if you dropped a massive pile of Moogle Tomestones on that like button and cat daddied that subscribe button. So the major recommendation from me at this point is looping Aurum Vale dungeon with Blue Mages and taking a break every 20 minutes for the MGP gate. Do note that this means that you're missing out on experience and other rewards though. Alliance raids are up next, and before you click off, there is zero excuse to not run one of these. The Ridorano Lighthouse. Once, as it is also your weekly objective for 20 tomestones, and then the baseline 6 you're gonna get from it being a standard objective as well. That adds up to 26, so don't miss out on this at least once this week. Outside of that, I would skip all other Alliance raids. If Agalia was here, I'd recommend leveling alt jobs in Agalia, but it's not. For normal raids, I can't recommend any of these. I think even with Blue Mage, these would take way longer, and at 2 tomestones, I just can't see it being something I'd recommend. For trials, the Singularity Reactor stands out, also known as Thornton. There is objective proof of him being downed in roughly 3.5 minutes by Blue Mage groups on YouTube, for 2 tomestones per clear. Aside from that trial, which is my recommendation, there has been some chatter about the Porta Decumana being viable at 3 tomestones per. But that isn't something that I have enough evidence that I've personally seen for me to recommend, but I will bring it up as an option to look further into. Also ensure that you get the Minimog challenges that reset each week. These are totally separate from the weekly, you just do one of them. As well as the Ultimog challenge is to beat floor 50 of Heaven on High. I think that's totally doable, but especially if you already have your Heaven on High gear maxed, really, I do see this as a great opportunity. And it's also very funny to see Heaven on High here because I literally just a week or 2 ago made a video where I was like, that'd be really interesting if Heaven on High was a thing. When's the last time we entered Heaven on High? And apparently, now it's here. So now you have an excuse to go into it. Coincidence? My Hrothgar butt slider that I want. Hopes not. I really do want that slider though. The people cry out for the butt slider. Now obviously this isn't one size fits all. If you want to level all the jobs, ensure that you take advantage of this event. Go into the PvP queue even if you hate the job, like let's say that you hate those sussy as fudge looking Pictomancers and their nasty paints and dirty furry art that they draw all the time. Well, now you can queue into Frontlines as a Pictomancer and then swap off onto another job. Now at that point, you're going to get PvP Battle Pass experience, so you can get the rank 25 for Glamour, which I do think is a good Glamour, worth grinding for sure. You get job leveling experience, and you get Moogle Tomestones. Now reality is, for the MGP Farm, the best that you can really do is the 20-minute gates, so time your activities accordingly with your group. And then for the rewards, I did go over those in my other recent video. For the rewards, there is an MGP Platinum card that I will always recommend. I do not personally do fashion reports, so I quite seriously recommend the Platinum card, because there is always going to be another set of rewards added to the MGP Gold Saucer, it seems. Oh yeah, and ocean fishing is the thing.
Just not for me.